Hi guys! So today I'm talking about how to use tapping or EFT to heal your mind and body. I'll be covering what tapping is, where to find the meridian points and the order to tap them in, the simple 4-step process to follow every time, the benefits of tapping, the challenges I faced while implementing it, and my biggest lesson for this week. So what is tapping? Tapping, also known as EFT, the emotional freedom technique, is psychological acupressure. It involves tapping your fingers on specific meridian points while talking through negative emotions or problems. This helps to calm your nervous system and rewire your brain to respond differently next time. It also helps you to process your emotions and move them through your body in a healthy way. So, where are the meridian points? I'll walk you through the points so that you can see where they are, and then I'll go through an actual session of tapping afterwards. So first off is the karate chop point on the hand, above the eyebrow, on the temple, below the eye, just on your cheekbone, under your nose, under your bottom lip, just where that crease is on your chin, under your collarbone, under your armpit, and for women that would be just underneath where your bra sits, and for men it's about a hand width down from your armpit. Next is wrists together, and then finishing up with the top of the head. And it actually doesn't matter which hand you use. You can even do both at the same time if you like, whatever sort of works for you. So once you get the points, you're pretty much just repeating them over and over. So it's really easy to learn. So now you might be thinking, how do I actually use this? So here's how to use tapping in 4 simple steps. Step number 1 is the setup statement. So you want to tap the karate chop point on your hand while you repeat your setup statement. This statement should be, even though I have this problem, you can insert whatever yours is, I completely love and accept myself. So you can fill in that gap with whatever your negative emotion or problem is that you want to work through. For example, I've ended up being sick again this week and ending up in the hospital. So mine would be, even though I feel angry and stressed because I'm sick again, I completely love and accept myself. And so when you're going through the process, you want to repeat that 3 times while tapping on that karate chop point. Step number 2, rate your intensity level. So think about your setup statement and rate the intensity level of your problem or negative emotion out of 10. So for me right now, mine's sitting at about an 8 out of 10. Step number 3, tap through the remaining points. So start to tap through the remaining points while thinking about or saying out loud how you're feeling. Sometimes it can be really hard to find the perfect words for how you're feeling, and it's not so important to have the right words, but more just to focus on how you're feeling and what's coming up for you. And then you repeat that process until you start to feel a change in your mood. Step number 4 is rate your intensity level again once you've finished. So think about your problem or negative emotion and give it an intensity rating out of 10. If it hasn't gone down or you feel like there's still more to process, then just keep repeating step 3 and going through all of the meridian points. So now I'll do an example of the whole process. It might be nice for you to tap along with me if you'd like to, just sort of get used to the feeling of it. Starting with your setup statement and tapping the karate chop point, we'll say it 3 times. So even though I feel angry and stressed because I'm sick again, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel angry and stressed because I'm sick again, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel angry and stressed because I'm sick again, I completely love and accept myself. My intensity level for this is around an 8 out of 10 because it's really upsetting me today. So I'll start tapping through the remaining points and saying out loud what I'm feeling. And you're welcome to say it too if it resonates with you. Starting with the eyebrow, I hate getting sick. Moving to the temple, I feel like I'm not getting anything done. Under the eye, I just want to have energy again. Under the nose, this is ruining all my plans. under the bottom lip. I want a healthy body. Under the collarbone. It feels unfair that I'm trying so hard to look after myself and I just keep getting sick. And under the arm, I feel really bad. Wrists together. I just want this to be over. Then top of the head, I just want to be healthy. And so I'll stop there for now, but usually I just keep going and do a few rounds. So starting again at the eyebrow, moving through all the points, and then just saying how you feel at each point. Now that I'm finished, I'm still feeling an intensity rating of about H10, but the more rounds you do, the more you start to process and you start to feel better. So I just keep going usually until I feel a change in my mood. The benefits of tapping. It's a great tool for quickly processing your feelings when you don't have time to sit down and journal or write about it. I found myself like in the toilet at an event or while sitting in my car or even lying in bed. And it's just a great tool to have for the times when, journaling might not be suitable or you don't have enough time or access. It's also excellent for times when you have a negative feeling, but you can't quite articulate what the problem is. Your body physically stores unprocessed emotions in your cells. And if you're exercising or detoxing, getting a massage, losing weight, or even just journaling, your body might be releasing old stored emotions. So if you tap while focusing on those feelings, it will help to move them out of your body. And drinking lots of water can also really assist with that process. My biggest challenge this week, I found myself wanting to avoid doing the tapping because I didn't want to feel my emotions. As I've previously said, it's like a lifelong thing for me where I eat food instead of feeling my feelings when they come up. There was a bit of a battle within me. One part wanted desperately to avoid all of my feelings, and the other part wanted to process them in a healthy way and let them actually release out of my body. But both parts won on different days, and I feel like I checked in with myself a lot more this week than I did sort of before starting this challenge. I'm just taking it one day at a time and celebrating all the little wins. My biggest lesson this week is that I don't need to be perfect. I've always been a people-pleasing perfectionist, and I'm starting to realize I don't need everyone to like me. It's more important to be authentic and live a life that's truly aligned with who I am, rather than doing the right thing or being the good girl, which I've been doing my whole life. I just want to be surrounded by people who connect with the real me instead of pleasing everyone with the watered down idea of me. So, how am I feeling at the end of the week? I was doing really well recovering from pneumonia, but I seem to be relapsing, or maybe I've caught another cold or something. But either way, I am drained with energy and I just feel like sitting and watching TV all day. So, yesterday I actually allowed myself to do that, and I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself, but that inner perfectionist in me is just laying on the guilt. So tapping is really helping me work through that. And I'm learning to listen to my body and take more care of myself, give myself what I actually need. So thank you for listening. I hope this was interesting for you, and I would love to hear any feedback that you have. Thank you. See ya.